Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name's Kim. Over here at Kim's A Little of a Lot. Welcome to a Mask Monday. I already took the liberty of putting my mask on ahead of time because this is very full of serum. Let's see. The mask that I used, having brain farts today, so bear with me. I opened it upside down, but that's the way I thought. You tear it. This is by the Creme Shop. It's the turmeric and the matcha. And I'm probably gonna put it like this, and the serum's all gonna come falling out. So far, so good. Turmeric has great benefits. Antioxidants promote glowing skin, helps calm and soothe irritated skin, helps increase circulation to reduce puffiness. The matcha's benefits regulates oil production, exfoliates dead skin cells, and soothes irritated skin. Well, honestly, I'm all about the matcha benefits tonight because I don't know. The sun and me have not been getting along lately. Actually irritated my skin the past couple of days. So I'm expecting a nice cool down. In fact, I actually put this in the fridge for a couple of hours before putting it on and just give it that extra cooling effect. Not that it's not cold to begin with. Um, yes. So forgive me if I believe I already introduced myself, but if you're new here, welcome to my channel, and if you are returning, welcome back. Tonight I have in store some would you rather questions. These are not questions that I made up. I had gotten them from Mary Catherine over at Mary Catherine Loves Cats, and I will leave her name down below in the description. If anybody wants to check out her channel, please feel free. I believe she was tagged the previous week by Andy over at Andy Does Stuff. So I mentioned her channel as well. I will leave her link in my description box down below. And I believe it was with Andy and mother-daughter, I think, or I don't know. Definitely Andy and another individual had put a group of questions together. And they're definitely different. I've never done them before. Some of them I've already heard being done, of course. But yeah, so these are going to be interesting. And, I take it ahead of time. These are kind of like spur of the moment questions because, like, even last week when I was watching Mary Catherine's video, if you think about it too long, you're going to get stuck. All right. Well, speaking of getting stuck, we don't want to be stuck here forever because I know there are other lovely Masculine Monday ladies out there just waiting to be seen. Okay. So, number one is, would you rather other people could read your thoughts or access your internet history? Well, nobody wants to read my thoughts. And my internet history, go ahead, search away because lately my internet history has been not boring. I mean, it might be boring for others, but in searching things like memes and Google terms and YouTube stuff and stuff on animals and just all that stuff. So feel free, search away. Okay, number two, would you rather swim in a pool of Nutella or make maple syrup? Well, they both sound rather interesting. And I'll say right off the bat, I've heard of Nutella. I've seen Nutella. But I ever tried Nutella? No. Shocking, I know. Now, maple syrup, I love. I mean, I put syrup on everything. Pancakes, French toast, eggs. Yeah, I just love my maple syrup. Now, would I want to swim in maple syrup? Um, it's hard to say because, it's rather sticky. And I have a feeling you ain't going to be able to swim in it because, it's going to be like molasses. You're just going to get stuck. You're going to be like, oh, trying to swim. Can't do it. Oh, and it's gonna be like one of those things where you feel like you got that dry ice on you or whatnot, and your just body freezes. So yeah, but I'd probably go with maple syrup overall, believe it or not. Okay, number three. I'm rather comical tonight, huh? Number three. Would you rather buy 10 things you don't need every time you go out to the store, or forget the one thing that you do need? Honestly, I do it all the time. I always forget the main reason why I'm going to the store. I can write a list. I can put it in my phone. I can be with somebody saying, remind me to get this before we leave. And then other things come up. And you see things on the shelves, and you see things on the end caps. And, before you know it, you get home and you're like, I forgot to get the milk. I mean, and it just like slips your mind. And then you wind up going back 10 minutes later after unloading everything just to go back for that one particular item. I would rather do that than have to buy 10 things that I really don't need, or whatnot, because then that would just be accumulating too much. So, yeah. But it doesn't matter. I can make all the lists I want. There is always something I always forget. Doesn't matter if it's on the top of my list, middle, at the end. Doesn't matter. I just never makes it into the house. Number 4, would you rather watch nothing but Christmas Hallmark movies or horror movies? Well, I do like the Christmas Hallmark movies. They tend to get played out though, here and there after a while. There's, I agree with others. I mean, please don't attack me for this, but it does always seem to be like based around the same type of storyline, where, maybe some people meet in the beginning, they don't care for one another, and then a tragedy happens or something, whether it's in their life or someone else's life, and they wind up connecting and communicating. And usually Hallmark movies always have a happy ending. I mean, I don't think I've ever seen a Hallmark movie that did not have a happy ending, where the guy gets the girl in the end or the girl gets the guy. But believe it or not, I would go with the horror movies. I do like watching horror movies. They keep me in suspense, and whatnot. There's one horror movie out there that I will not watch because my main fear is spiders. And somebody, I'm not going to mention any names, loves to pick on me every time that movie comes on. Arachnophobia, I think it's called, with the spiders. Yeah, I think that's it. And yeah, I gotta run out of the room or like just literally close my eyes and be like this and be like, is it over? Is it over? Can you change the channel? Because I do not like spiders. End of story. But yeah, I like my horror movies. Oh, another thing with horror movies, I seem to like to watch them more during daylight hours or early evening. I mean, I can't go to sleep after watching somebody get butchered, or some other type of horror, stuff going on in a movie, or even spooky, and then go to sleep afterwards. Because believe it or not, I 9 out of 10 times will have bad dreams. So I like to go to sleep with white noise in the background because I'm used to having the TV on very, very low. Keeps the cats happy. We're happy. um, but I always have to put on a different movie channel, like an upbeat channel, or whatnot. And that seems to work. Okay. Number 5. Would you rather spend a whole week in the forest or one night in a haunted house? One night in a haunted house. Make it be a friendly ghost. I'll sit there and have coffee. I could definitely do one night in a haunted house. Being in a tree house, yeah. I like the nature, I like the outdoors, but when it comes to nighttime, all bets are off, with what's lurking in the woods, or whatnot. So, yeah, give me one night in a haunted house compared to a week outside in the wilderness, in a tree house, no less. Okay, next is, would you rather always have a full phone battery or always have a full tank of gas? Well, current situations or not, I would always want a full tank of gas. My Jeep barely gets to see that nowadays, not just because the price is going up, but just in general, because I'm one of those that, you're on E. The light's not on yet, but you gotta wait for that light to come on before you're gonna maybe 5-10 miles later go to a gas station and get gas. Have I ever conked out doing that? Yeah, years ago when I was in my teens, I had a Pontiac Sunfire and I was heading to work one day, and long story short, I kept stalling. And I looked at the clock and I'm like, oh no, it's almost 8:30. I gotta get to work or I'm gonna be clocked in late. Da, da, da. I start the car up. It would maybe run for maybe about 500 feet. It would move and then I'd stall out. So finally I call, and I used to work at a car dealership, so it was good because I called them and I was like, I'm in trouble. And they're like, what's the matter? And I was like, I'm on a street. I'm like 10 minutes away. I'm stuck. My car's stalling. I don't know why. Da, da, da. And this was me not paying attention, forgetting that, you probably needed gas, which is exactly what it was. So when they got there, he turns around, he's like, I don't need to jump your car. And I'm like, why not? He's like, I got the gas can with me. And he put gas in my car. It was very, very embarrassing. But still to this day, I do wait for the light to come on. I know you're not supposed to. And I'm trying to get better with that. I really am. Okay, let's see. Number 7. Would you rather sip gin with Ryan Reynolds or shoot to kill you? I can't say that word. With Wayne Johnson from The Rock. Okay. Both great men. Love them to death. However, as much as I would love to chat it up with Wayne Johnson, I would have to pass because tequila is my enemy. Back when we were teenagers and experimenting and whatnot, that was the first thing I got a hold of. And I did shot for shot, and it wasn't good. And since then, I do not like drinking this stuff. I will never do a shot. I think once in a blue moon, and I mean, like the last time I had Long Island iced tea was maybe 3 years ago. But that's pretty much the only drink I will have that has that in it. Gin, I don't mind sipping on gin. So, I mean, in a mixed drink or something, that would be, ideal. Um, and hey, Ryan Reynolds. Yeah, why not? Okay, number 8. Would you rather... I can't read my own handwriting. Do you believe this? Okay. Would you rather hunt and butcher your own meat or never eat meat again? Well, let's put it this way. I eat meat. Would I be able to hunt it and kill it myself and prepare it? No. I see that now, especially when you're, meat lover. I'm a meat lover. Don't get me wrong, but if it came down to the point where I had to take care of my own meat and doing everything like that, I would switch to vegetarian in a heartbeat. There's certain fish that I don't eat, but I would definitely be a vegetarian. I would never eat meat again. I just don't have the heart, because it's, yeah. See what I mean when you think about it too long? They're kind of tough. They get you. Let's see. Number 9. There's a few more after this. And we're making good timing. I got a few more minutes before I take this off, I think. Let me see. Yeah, 10 to 15 minutes. Okay, number 9. Would you rather live in a treehouse or live in a cave? I kind of put the treehouse and forest together with the other one, but that's okay. Well, my answer right off the bat would be live in a cave, because I think of Forrest Gump days. You live in a cave, you're away from, the sand and the rain and all that stuff. And, maybe the cave will just have enough light where you can get daylight during the day. I don't really like heights anymore, so I definitely probably would not take the treehouse route. Number 10, would you rather go on a cruise with your boss or never vacation again? Well, does it have to be my last boss? Because if it was my last boss, I probably would have jumped overboard. I think I mentioned that to Mary too in her comments. But throughout my lifetime career, with jobs and whatnot, there were so many bosses. In fact, we did so many things. I mean, the only thing we didn't do was go like on vacations, or anything like groups or whatnot. But yeah. So it's kind of like an either or, depending if you pick a boss. I mean, I don't have a job, so therefore I can't use her current situation. But I would definitely want a vacation again. So I would probably pick a boss that I really liked in the past. And yeah, we can definitely lay out in the sun and lay on the pool deck. It would be fun. Number 10. Number 11. Would you rather only eat pizza for 1 year or go without it for 5 years? I'm a pizza junkie. There's all different types of pizza out there. So give it to me all the time for 1 year. I'm good. Could I go without it for 5 years? Probably not. I would have pizza withdrawals. Most definitely. And the last question of would you rather is speak any language or speak to animals? I think we know this one. I mean, don't get me wrong. I took Spanish in high school, and whatnot, and I at the time was speaking fairly decent Spanish for school. But when you stop using it, you just forget all about it. So I know very little words with Spanish or even Italian, or whatnot, here and there. But would I love to speak to animals? Yeah. I would love to be able to communicate back and forth with animals. In a way, I kind of think I do already, with talking to them back and forth, because it's like they look at you when you talk to them. They listen. I think they understand because I tell them to do something, and then sure enough, they're going and doing it. Whether it's don't do that, they'll walk away. Don't chew on that. They look at me and they stop. And then they come to me wanting affection. I honestly think if they hear enough of our human language, I think they might start understanding, especially when they get rewarded, sometimes with treats. But yeah, I would love to speak with animals. I'm curious to know what's on my cat's minds. But that is it for the questions. Thank you again, Mary Catherine, for allowing me to answer these. And also thank you to Angie Does Stuff for preparing these questions to begin with. I appreciate it. It's time to take this off. Oh, I almost don't want to take it off. It's definitely nice and cool. Feels great. Now this is one I don't think you rub in afterwards. It just says allow skin to absorb nutrients and proceed with usual skincare regimen. Okay. Well, my only skincare, there's a lot to absorb. Can I just do a little pat? I don't see, that can't hurt, right? I'm so used to patting it in, especially around the eyes and whatnot. I don't think it'd be a big deal. Okay. Not bad. I wanted to keep this under 20 minutes and I pretty much did it. But real quick, keep your eyes out after this video. There should be also, I don't know what's going to come out first, but there's an ad that will be coming out for a friendship collab that I am in. So keep your eyes out for that because that airs, well, the ad's going up tonight and it airs, I believe, August 6th. And I am also picking my winner very, 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 very shortly for the Christmas in July collab giveaway. So yeah, make sure you guys check out my channels. And on that note, I hope everybody has a wonderful evening or night or morning, wherever you may be. And I'll see you guys all again soon in my next video. For now, take care. Be well. Bye.